What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. SummerSlam is just days away and we've got you all the winners and losers right here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. First, we're starting off with the SummerSlam Slim Jim Battle Royal. We're told that this year's SummerSlam could be the best one yet. The addition of the SummerSlam Battle Royal, presented by Slim Jim, should guarantee this event will go down in history as the best SummerSlam ever. Yeah, okay, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. The Battle Royal just shows how much the WWE has elevated its sponsorship game, seemingly finding a happy medium between sacrificing credibility for a big money payday, i.e. the Mountain Dew pitched black match at the Royal Rumble, and this Battle Royal. The WWE is touting this as your typical Battle Royal, which could mean goofy gimmicks revolving around the Slim Jim brand. On paper, it showcased talents fans don't always see at PLEs, whilst also promoting the winner, who most likely will be LA Knight. LA Knight is on absolute fire right now. This man has 4 t-shirts in the top selling merch sales. WWE would be a fool not to let him win, at least this. Our final prediction, LA Knight wins the Battle Royal. Next up is Cody Rhodes vs Brock Lesnar. When it comes to Cody Rhodes, the WWE's mission seems to be reminding the universe why the American Nightmare is the company's resident Dragon Slayer. With the current belief that Cody won't face Roman for the Undisputed Championship until WrestleMania 40, expect to see Cody battle every big bad man that the company can throw at him, well, other than Reigns. It's not a bad strategy as long as the fans continue to back Cody and the WWE ultimately gives him his hero's reward when he's finished his wrestling odyssey back to the showcase of the Immortals. Cody has already done what few superstars can do, pin Brock clean, but can he do so again? Count on it at SummerSlam as the American Nightmare overcomes whatever last minute attacks Lesnar throws at him and beats him clean. Also count on the WWE giving Rhodes a little time before he faces his next monster. Whilst this match badly needed a stipulation, we'll still go with a one-on-one, but we see Cody Rhodes coming out with a W. Next up, the World Heavyweight Championship match as Seth freaking Rollins takes on Finn Balor. The current feud between Seth and Finn is another example of how much the WWE has incorporated wrestlers' past exploits into current storylines. In this case, the WWE has crafted a chilling case of revenge as there appears to be no end to Finn's fury when it comes to settling his score with the Visionary for robbing him of the Universal Championship 8 long years ago. Whilst it's obvious Balor can't let go of a grudge, it's less certain whether he can topple Rollins for the belt. Some fans have argued that there are 2 good arguments for keeping the title on Rollins. First, Seth just won the belt at Night of Champions and he hasn't had time to establish his current reign. Second, there are rumors that the WWE still isn't sure Balor belongs in the main event. However, we gotta disagree heavily. First, there are rumors Seth is one of the WWE's walking wounded and he can benefit from some time off. Second, we believe that WWE are ready to put the strap on Balor, having spent the last year elevating him to the main event. Third, the Judgment Day are the WWE's hottest act right now, and adding the World Championship to their rapidly filling trophy case is a great way to capitalize on the faction's fandom. Finally, there's the incident storyline of Damian Priest having the Money in the Bank briefcase tempting him and tormenting Finn should he win to get his first world title. The WWE has given Seth a good reason for losing the belt thanks to the Judgment Day pulverizing him over the last month along with the group interfering with the match. Our final prediction, Finn Balor wins the World Heavyweight Championship. But will we see a cash-in right after the match? Now obviously to further the Judgment Day's dissension between Finn Balor and Damian Priest could tease that he's cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on an unsuspecting Finn Balor. Whilst that would be one of the most perfect moves ever, we don't think that WWE is ready to pull the trigger on the Money in the Bank cash-in just quite yet. We have a feeling that they may hang on until Survivor Series or even the Royal Rumble. Survivor Series would be perfect, as normally there aren't any title changes on that event. Next up, the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship as champion Asuka takes on Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. Matches like this make it easy to overlook the WWE's total inability to book the women's undercard, a problem it doesn't seem concerned about addressing though. 3 world-class performers who have held the Women's Championship multiple times and have shown they can deliver in the ring regardless of who they face. Even better, they've spent the last 7 months building Asuka back up into an opponent to be feared. Count on the cunning champion to find a way to retain a title, but as we'll see, her fight may be just getting started after the final bell. Our final prediction, Asuka retains the Women's Championship. But while Asuka should retain, there's no telling what the WWE will do with Io Sky and a Money in the Bank briefcase. Io could try and cash it in, only for a jealous Bayley to try and stop her. Another scenario is that Shotzi could show up and thwart Sky's attempt, hoping to get revenge on her and Bayley for Damage Control's attack on her several weeks back. Fans will also be paying close attention to Bianca Belair, who has shown more of an edge and a willingness to do whatever is necessary to get her title back, a scenario some fans believe will lead to a heel turn, and if so, will it happen this Saturday? Next up, Ricochet vs Logan Paul. This is the biggest night of Ricochet's WWE career since the Future of the Flight challenged Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at 2020 Super Showdown. Unlike his one-sided loss in Saudi Arabia, Ricochet is going to last longer than 90 seconds, and the WWE has booked him as capable of going toe-to-toe with Logan Paul. Some fans see this as Ricochet's chance to finally break out of the mid-card, while other fans see this as the WWE giving Paul an opponent who he can have a spectacular match with, while also giving a much-needed win after losses to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now, a Ricochet win can't be ruled out, but unless the WWE intends to push him, it's a bad idea to have Logan lose to someone who is going to return to counting the lights for the majority of his opponents. This match has the potential to steal the show, as you can bet both men will give it 110%, and Ricochet likely sees this as his chance to show the WWE what he's made of, much as Zelina Vega recently did, leading to a competitive match rather than squash loss to Rhea Ripley at Backlash. Our final prediction, Logan Paul wins the match. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship match as champion Gunther takes on Drew McIntyre. Although the Scottish Warrior is a viable candidate for dethroning Gunther, there is no chance of this happening, as it's believed that Gunther will break the Honky Tonk Man's record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Common sense would dictate that if the WWE wanted Gunther to lose before breaking the record, they would have Sheamus win the belt, allowing the Celtic Warrior to make the claim of having held every title in the WWE. Like Roman Reigns' matches, this one is all about the journey rather than the destination, and unlike Roman, Gunther has found a way to keep his matches suspenseful without relying on Roman's boring bag of tricks that involve low blows and ref bumps. We have a feeling Drew will be on the cusp of winning when Imperium interferes, with the would-be do-gooder showing up to help, only to inadvertently cost McIntyre the match. This will lead to a McIntyre meltdown and subsequent heel turn. The do-gooder in question will be Sheamus, but Riddle seems like a better candidate. Our final prediction, Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. Next up, the MMA Rules Match as Ronda Rousey takes on Shayna Baszler. Up until last night's Raw, this match seemed like an afterthought as the WWE put minimal effort into promoting it. The MMA rules should give both women a chance to shine as they can work in their element. The only question is whether the fans will actually care, something the WWE better find a way to accomplish if it wants to help Ronda Rousey make her real-life friend Shayna Baszler look like $1,000,000. Ronda wants to give Baszler the rub on her way out of WWE, so we expect the Queen of Spades to score a convincing win after a hard-fought match. Our final prediction, Shayna Baszler wins the match. And finally, it's time for the main event, as it's a tribal combat match for the Undisputed Championship and control of the Bloodline, as champion Roman Reigns takes on Jey Uso. This match is Wrestling 101, executed flawlessly, a storyline so riveting that fans want to see the match regardless of what takes place in the ring. While Roman and Jey will deliver the goods in the ring, this match is all about the drama, a sign of how the WWE has found a way to get around the inevitability of Roman retaining by crafting a storyline so riveting that fans forget what the match's outcome will be. This match is going to have so many twists and turns. They've upped the stakes for this match by adding the control of the Bloodline to the stakes. It also made this a tribal rules match, which means fans should expect some insanity, similar to how Brock Lesnar used a piece of heavy machinery in his attempt to take out Roman Reigns last year. There's talk of a shocking betrayal, with more than a few fans believing Solo Sikoa will turn on Roman. There's also talk that Jimmy Uso could return only to betray Jey, although this scenario sounds like something out of Vince Russo's playbook. Either way, Roman will do what he always does, find a way to win and leave fans shaking their heads as they ask, how does he do it? But our final prediction, Roman Reigns wins the match and has full control of the Bloodline. But there you have it folks, all the winners and losers for this year's SummerSlam. What are your guys' predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.